All right, guys. All right, guys. Time to do a little Battaglia and maybe some salvage, and we're probably gonna mix the two together today. As always, if you were watching this as a VOD on YouTube or Twitch or whatnot, hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Leave comments, let me know. And yeah, we're just gonna get into the stream today. Welcome everybody. Let's see. Oh, good timing. I just got done mowing and my pizza is done. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's jump in. We should be at Levski. It's really weird that there's no, like, intro screen right now. It's pretty interesting. I guess that was part of the update. Maybe that was messing up the loading or something. I don't know, but there's no intro. Now, yesterday I actually had an issue getting out of the hab. Let's see if we're going to have that issue today. Like, the elevator wouldn't work, and it was funny watching people go up to the elevator. Thought about just sitting there and watching making like a video out of that. Just letting people go up, and some of them would kill themselves right here. Some of them would just log out and disappear. It was good times, but it looks like we're good on this one. Looks like we are good. All right. Let's go to the lobby. So I've been doing some of the Battaglia missions, and I found that doing... So the first mission is the best if you want to get some CMAT. You basically have a caterpillar and a cutlass there for that. Literally just released a video today, so if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. It's pretty cool on YouTube. But I think if we do some scraping and maybe not try to worry about the ships, maybe just try to get, like, hop in the Vulture, get some panels or something like that. May go scan out in the just maybe right around Levski, just scan around and see if I can find some and get some RMC going. And then I have plenty of resources here for CMAT. We may be able to complete some of those missions, or at least we're going to try. We're going to see how they're going. Then we can bounce around and maybe do some of the regular Battaglia missions. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to claim my Vulture right here. We should be good there. That should have gave me the previous, because I haven't called it yet in this patch. So I'm thinking that we should be good there. And how's everybody doing on this glorious Sunday? Alright. God, you gotta scroll down forever at Levski. They really gotta fix that. Especially from, like, a new player standpoint. Okay. Here is my glorious Vulture that is apparently hovering. There we go. So the Pyrotechnic. Alright, so let's go see if we can get some panels around Levski. Like, so in the past, I've had really good luck around Levski with RMC, so I'm wondering if in this patch it's going to be just as good as it has been. Definitely don't want to use the Moth, because that ship is terrible for scraping, and I do not feel like pulling out something as big as the Reclaimer right now. So let's just get out there and see what's going on. Maybe we'll get lucky. I hope we're going to get lucky anyways. Okay, let's just get out from Levski a little bit. Go towards this ring area. Oh, that was cool. Man, the flyby sounds are really neat that they added those. It's pretty cool. Definitely enjoying that. Okay. So maybe we can start some scanning here a little bit. So we're still looking for like the triple digits, the triple zeros for salvage and salvage panels. So let's see what we can get. 19.5, definitely not. 68. Gotta look for those signatures. Let's go fly more this way towards like the rocks and stuff. So we got 7,200. 12,000. See, that's 3 zeros, which means this should be exactly what we want. All right. See, we have debris. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start maybe over here on this panel. Looks like we got 2 big panels, so that's pretty good. So before we get too much of a load on this, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab enough to maybe do like, say, a large and a medium. So basically we'll do like 1 load of RMC with the Vulture. We're going to take it back because there's no sense in staying out here and trying to load the whole thing up and trying to do multiple runs if it's not even going to work, right? So we have our abrades on this baby. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. All right. This Vulture should do really well. If you're looking to do RMC, the Salvation for a starter ship, the Vulture for a little bit faster medium ship, and then, you know, to the Reclaimer. The Moth and the Fortune, just, I don't know what it is. We were trying to do some scraping missions last night, and I just did not care for the Fortune at all. It scraped so slow. Like, even though whatever the stats are, there's got to be an underlying number or something in those stats, like the radius or something like that, that makes the difference. But the Salvation was scraping like almost twice as fast as the Fortune was. So keep that in mind if you're going to do some RMC. So 4.9 has been running pretty decently for me. Besides some like weird bugs, it's been playable. Not going to say there's no real big issues going on because there's a lot of stuff that's broken right now, but still. The Fortune feels slow because it is a one head versus two. Yeah, but it's supposed to be balanced out, right? Like there's some stats that they can change, so they can just change the amount of material that you get, that you bring in with it, which would balance it just fine. It's nothing more than numbers on a spreadsheet for them. All they got to do is change some numbers. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be meta, but right now they have these ships where they're so unbalanced that even the small ones like the Fortune, like I actually like the Fortune, but it's so slow that its benefits of having the cargo on the outside just isn't good enough. And welcome in, Firespot. It's a lovely Sunday for some salvage. And Battaglia, because I want to do some of those. I actually, unlocking the missions, I don't know what I was expecting, if I was expecting the missions to be really good or something like that. But, you know, they're just standard salvage stuff. Only difference is you get money for doing them. Like, it would have been cool if they would have made it where, like, the material, like, had to come from those ships or something like that. But it doesn't. I got one to complete last night that was salvage I already had. The only difference is you have to go, like, crack the ships to get the mission. So what I plan to do is gather enough material, take the large, medium, and small, grab a ship, go crack them real fast, and then just head back and then complete all 3 missions at once. All right. Where is... There was another big panel, like, right beside this one. So where is she? Oh, there it is. I was like, I knew I saw it. And I mean, we've already gotten 6 SCU in this Vulture, so like... Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? This is our 4.9 that we have. This is our stability patch. I'm doing Battaglia Salvage and the Moth, just fracturing the Caterpillar missions. Yep, that's what my video was. I just released a video on, today. This morning I released a video on that, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people doing it. People seem to enjoy it. I keep getting comments that, "Whoa, the shields are up. You can't salvage that. You'll have to get in the ship and put the shields down." I'm like, "Nope. You can fracture the Caterpillar just as it is. You don't have to take the shields down. The only reason you have to take the shields down is if you want to do RMC and scrape it, which on the Caterpillar I don't recommend. It's really weird. You don't get a lot of RMC off of it. I don't know how they're calculating that. I would love to know how that's calculated on the ships themselves. Because, like, the ships themselves, the amount you get aren't really balanced. Also, sorry if any of you guys were expecting the stream to go live at 1. I did it a little bit early. I mean, I don't think 15 minutes is going to hurt, right? I think we're okay. I was, like, ready already, so I was like, just start it. Do 30 extra minutes, ain't no big deal. Okay, apparently I've already scraped that. Uh-oh. This is funny. So it's not letting me scrape it. It's just filling it right back in. All right. So I guess that one's going to be a nada. Hang on. Don't I have some weren't there some extra panels here that I could try? So wreckage. They must have disappeared with the server error. probably got to scan again. That's okay. That is okay. We can go find another panel. Hey, Scott, what's going on, man? Alright. Let's see what we got. Hopefully this server error doesn't mess up the scanning. What's really weird is with these new missions, people I guess were talking about it, is that like you need more RMC than you do CMAT, which is really weird. Normally, like construction materials is so much easier to come by that they require more of it, and it seems like they did it backwards this time. So now you have to, they want you to scrape more or something. I used to believe that they changed balance and stuff depending on like what they wanted people to do, what, you know, what kind of testing and stuff, but I don't know about that anymore. I think they just start like, you know, putting it together so fast that gotta get the patch out, gotta get the patch out. Wait a minute. What did I find? 25.8 though. 68. We are looking for... Oh, we got 2,000, 17.2. I do not want a 2,000. That's like nothing more than like debris, the little itty bitty tiny pieces. No good. 14.4, 3,400. What do we got right here? 7,200. 11.7. Yeah, I've had quite a few server errors, to be honest with you. Okay, here's an 8,000. That should have at least one large panel. We should be okay to get that. Debris. I gotta make sure these things actually stay, because sometimes it seems like... So these are really close together, so I should be able to, like, find these again. So these are all wings. Okay, so those are below. So I should be able to just tilt down after this. I want to see if they disappear or not. Oh, it looks like some of that RMC from that last one registered, because like I'm almost at 8 RMC already, which is interesting. I'm really ready to go see if if one of those missions will take, you know. Okay, so we should be able to tilt down. We should have these panels right here. All right, this should fill the buffer up already. Gotta start the stream out with a little power wash and simulate a Sunday. Alright, we got 12. And we'll top it off with this one. All right. I have no idea why my guy got out of his chair and was laying down, but he was. All right. Let's go auto eject. It almost feels like they have slowed down a little bit. Like, I remember these boxes, like, used to feel like they came out a lot faster. I still love the vulture. Wait, what is this? Okay, hang on, guys. Hold the phone. They updated the vulture, so now we have components here? What? Okay, I don't remember the shields being there. Okay, that's interesting. So that's the fuel tank. What is this? Oh, these are... These look like maybe they're going to be something else, possibly? No. So we just got the shields down here. I guess they've always been down here and I just didn't notice. I don't really do components that often, so I guess they probably were there still. Come on, ship. Ejecto. We need some boxes. Let's roll. Well, like, it's going into error pretty fast. Like, I use this ship all the time, and like they've done, it really feels like they've done something with this. Like, I used to not have to stand here as long. Like, the box could sit there for a little bit before it would go into error. Like, it used to, like, compress the box, and then it would go into error. Not a big deal or anything. It's just know that you got to sit there for a little while. I think this is going to be plenty for this first test. I think what we'll do now is take this back, because this will be 13 SCU. So we'll take this back, which should be enough to complete basically one large. So we'll take a large, we'll grab the moth, because the moth is all you really need. So we'll grab the moth real fast. We'll go fly out, we'll crack that ship, come back, see if I can take the take this material and turn it in for the mission. And if that's the case, then I know that I can just start gathering up materials at Levski to turn in for the reputation. Which I'm doing okay on the reputation. Reputation is not that big of a deal. Alright. So that should be one more box, because that's 12, that's 13, so we are good. And I believe you need 11 SCU for the first, for the large mission? Okay, so we'll take this back to Levski and make sure all this works before we do too much. This would be easier if I just do it like this, right? There we go. Much easier. Little jump will get us a little closer anyways. Okay. Oh, let's turn these lights off. So have all you guys made it pretty far on the Battaglia rep so far? I mean, I'm not doing too bad on it. So I'm like to the E on Trusted Associate. I really haven't been doing a whole lot of it. Been doing more of the salvage stuff than anything, really. Ooh, going red. Okay, we'll get this. We're gonna try to make this quick because I really want to see if these missions are working. Because if not, we'll just do the regular Battaglia missions, the first one, and we'll grab some construction materials. Usually gives me one of these hangars. Okay. I do love this vulture. Man, it's probably one of my favorites. Normally, I'd want to put the vulture, like, in the back of, you know, inside the ironclad or something, but, like, lately, at Levski, you could do, like, tons of RMC, like, right where it's at, you know? You've made it like a quarter through the regular associate. I don't know. It's like now that the missions are like popping a little faster now, the cooldown time. It seems to be a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to get that rep. Like before, man, the cooldown times were like insane. It was like, come on, let's just unlock it so we can play this. Like, I've always wanted them to do a salvage mission, just like a basic salvage mission where it's just like turn in X amount of CMAT, turn in X amount of, you know, but make it like really large missions where, you know, you can make like 2 or 3 million, but it's like, you know, you got to turn in like a major bulk of the material, like a bunch of it. But enough to where it's worth more than just selling it, right? So you're constantly going out collecting, storing, and then you can just start turning it in you can just turn it in all at once. I wish they would do a few more of those missions. Yes, we have to stack it all pretty. I know, I'm aware. You know, gotta have that OCD kicking in. My pretty. Alright. Okay, so we're good there. There's nothing in the buffer. We'll store the ship. We'll run out. We're going to grab the moth, and we're going to do the very first, the large salvage mission. And we're just going to run out to this mission, and we're going to crack it. And then be done with it. Bert, well, I could swear there are missions like that. X RMC, Y CMAT. Yeah, but it's got components. That's the difference. I don't want the components. Like, I just want to do the salvage part. Like, I don't want to have to get out and do the scavenging part where you have to get the materials. Not that it's not fun or worth doing. I just want just the RMC, just the CMAT. Or even missions where it's just RMC or something like that. Like the intro mission, right? Like, that would be fine. Yeah, I've done quite a bit, especially last patch. I did quite a bit of CMAT, bought a few things. I was making plenty of money CMAT, and I was enjoying the gameplay. So, like, while yeah, I'm not making like the most AUEC per hour, at least I enjoyed the gameplay that I was doing. Right? I just feel like even though cargo hauling seems to be like a little bit faster on AUEC per hour, like I just get so bored. Like that's just too many boxes. At least with salvage, I can salvage like straight from the moth. Scott, have you heard anything on Genesis? Supposedly 4.11. We're getting the new planet, supposedly. And I do say supposedly because we don't know. Hang on. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm losing my train of thought. Fair component salvage has revived the salvage. Yeah. Spooner! Thanks for the raid, sir. Thank you for the raid. Wacky. Crimson. Hey, man. What's going on, guys? We are checking out some of the salvage missions for the Battaglia stuff. So I was just getting ready to call the moth up. You too, Spooner. Enjoy the Odyssey on the 70 mil. That's going to be pretty epic, man. He said you can give us cards. Dude, that game is fun. I love Spooner's card game. That's a good time. All right. We should be good here. Let's go get our moth. Shoot, I wish I could give you guys cards. I'd just spam the cards. Open card. I love it. Dude, Spooner, I love that. That was cool, man. That was a cool thing that you made there. Seriously. That was neat. Oh, wonderful. Marcus, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Much, much appreciated. So far, you haven't had ships show up in the missions? All of my missions have popped so far. I've gotten all the salvage missions. Which is really weird. Like, I've been saying this, like, so before 4.7, like, if there was going to be an issue, it was going to be, like, I was going to be the ones with the issue. The Fox, man, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I think it's because Spoon brought us on a hell server. Definitely could be. Definitely could be. Oh, dude, don't be teasing me with coffee right now. Dude, I could drink a coffee. Yeah, I was watching him earlier right before I started the stream. Sundays are normally my stream days. And of course the YouTube videos that I mess around with during the week. Alright. Okay. So I probably should have took the mission before I got in the dang ship, and just in case it wasn't like popping or whatnot. But what am I doing? I'm in salvage. We need to be in Battaglia. Okay. Salvage job large. This is what we're looking for. Please not be 94 gigameters away. That would be wonderful. If we could not. 62. Jesus. That's going to be behind the sun, isn't it? We're going to have to go around that. Last time I did this, it jumped me, like, through the sun. Thank you guys for popping in. Thank you guys for the chats. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Spooner. Again, I really hope you enjoy the Odyssey. I really need to see that. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I liked y'all's conversation y'all had about that too. The other day was it was a fun chat. I thought it was a cool fun chat. I know people were getting upset there at the end, but it's all for fun. We definitely had a conversation. Yeah, definitely. I was like, I'm gonna bow out of this one. It was good, though. People get so upset on the internet. You know? It's... No, it's not backburt. It's, just... it was behind the sun, so I couldn't jump through the sun. So I'm just waiting for this cooldown, which this drive has like a 38-second cooldown, which is hurting my soul. See? Yeah, we're... I don't know. Nyx, like, over in Nyx has actually... Like, I was expecting, like, Nyx to be so bad this patch, but it's been pretty good. I can't complain. I mean, it has been for me. I keep getting... So my only issue is, like, when I spawn back in, like, if I start a new game or something like that, I'll get into a server, and I get stuck in the hab area. The elevator won't work. And I'm like... And it's just a server hopping game until I can finally find a server where I can actually get out of the habs at Nyx. I don't know if any of you guys are having that problem, but it is definitely a problem on my end. Which I'll sacrifice that for the rest of it kind of working. I don't know if the combat missions are working. I haven't even tried any of that. I've been going strictly for the Battaglia stuff and going for the salvage. So I just put out a video this morning showing that, like, that very first mission that you take with the caterpillar, even though it shows the shields up and everything, you can actually grab a moth and crunch that every single time. So you can do the missions, back away, finish the mission, go right back to it, and crunch it, and get all that CMAT, which is like almost 2 buffers full if you crunch both ships, which you can. So it's a pretty good payday. Plus, there's no combat on that mission, so you can just take the you can take whatever salvage ship you want. Now, see, if you salvage components, you could get a better drive. Yeah. I mean, I have components sitting in my hangar. I probably have a better one already. I just haven't looked at. I just like when I log in and I like all the menus and stuff and going through and I just get in and just like go and forget everything. Half the time I forget to put the paints on the ships. I gotta get better at that. You would think, since I've been actually playing the game since like 2016. I've been following it since 2013, but I've been playing since 2016. Like, I played off and on, like, 2016 through, like, 2020, and then, like, 2020-ish is when I kind of started really playing a little more. And then, like, 2022 is when I kind of jumped all the way back in. Like, before, like, my sessions were just too short for me to be able to really do anything. I would jump in, and then that'd be about it. You kind of just jump in, bob around for, like, you know, 20 or 30 minutes, and then you just log out. And now we actually have something here. Thanks again, everybody, for the follows. Much appreciated, guys. Like, I've been messing around on YouTube for, like, a couple of years now, and it's been going really well, and, like, I finally got talked in and figured out, like, the Twitch thing. I got it to where I set it up pretty easily. So I'm slowly tweaking it. I have, like, an IRL job that I work 50 hours a week, so, like, my time, it's just time limitations. Because I want to be able to play and enjoy myself too, so I'm going to keep tweaking it. Should probably just end up getting somebody to, like, help me tweak it all at some point. Somebody who's like does this for a living or something. Okay, where is my ship? Salvage job. Alright. Who jinxed me? Who jinxed me and said the ships aren't showing up? Uh-oh. Dude, they have been working. I've literally been doing these missions. What is going on? Let's see here. Contracts. Locate salvage claim. So we have it. I can't change server because I can't bedlog in the Moth. It won't. I think it's just a me thing, but I cannot bedlog. Even if I take off the helmet, everything, it still will not let me bedlog in the Moth. So I'm going to have to fly back if I'm going to change servers. This is hurtful. I just gave it all that praise, and I think that was my mistake. Alright, let's check the map. I'm not going to sit around and wait for that. Let's just jump right here, and then I will hop into the station. Try a different server. Get naked doesn't work either, Wacky Man. Trust me, I'm in the Moth all the time. I have tried everything, and I cannot bedlog in the Moth. It's the only ship so far that I found that I can't bedlog in. Heck, I can even bedlog in my little Titan, but I cannot bedlog in the Moth. I know other people can, so I think it's just a me thing. I just picked up a Moth. I wanted a bigger salvage ship. It's a bigger salvage ship, but when I say that you do not want to do RMC with it, like, I'm sincere of that. RMC is so slow. So, the Moth is actually slower than the Fortune, and the Fortune is slow. The Salvation does RMC twice as fast as the Fortune does. We actually tested that last night. We both got on flat panels of, like, the Caterpillar, and we were scraping, like, the doors. And my buddy would end up with, like, 2 or 3 boxes before I could even get 1 box. And we were both using a braid salvage heads, which is, it's, I don't know. It's just, there's like a number in there or something that, like, we're not considering. Maybe it's like the radius or something like that is the only thing that I can think of. Maybe the radius is keeping it or making the salvation, like, better. I don't know. I literally don't have an answer for it. All I can tell you is that the salvation, it goes from fastest to slowest. It goes the Reclaimer, then it goes Vulture, then it goes Salvation, Fortune, and then Moth. The Moth is the slowest on the RMC. Even with 2 people, it is so bad. You can scrape faster on the with the salvation than you can with 2 people on the moth. It's just so bad. Wacky, anything with 2 heads you can, but you can't change the radius on the moth because it's only 1 head. So, with that said, the moth is great, especially solo doing CMAT. Like, it's unmatched. Like, none of the other ships come close to that, except, of course, the Reclaimer. But the time it takes to get the stuff out of the Reclaimer, because with issues with, like, docking and stuff like that. I really wish I could go over there and get that. I was thinking about jumping back to see if it would actually work, but I'll just bedlog. I'll just not bedlog, but I'll just log. It's almost like the moth was designed to be operated by more than one person. It is, but even with 3 heads, even with 3 people going on the moth, it still does not scrape as fast as the vulture does. I'm telling you, like, I do nothing but salvage. Like, salvage is my gameplay loop. I make constant videos on it. I'm constantly testing it, like, you know, off streaming stuff by myself and things like that. And it is so slow. Like, I don't care what the number said. You can put a salvation next to this thing with, like, 2 people on it, and that salvation is going to end up with more RMC. Now, there's a caveat to that. While it does scrape slower, maybe you can stay out longer because you have so much more space. But I think I could scrape with the salvation, jump back, unload it, refuel, and then start scraping again, and still end up with more material per, like, hour than, or time than somebody that's just in the moth by themselves, or even 2 people in a moth. Sounds like you picked up a dodgy secondhand ship. Probably, Richie. Yeah. I mean, with a moth, the CMAT, you're going to make way more money doing CMAT than you are RMC. I'm just speaking, like, specifically for, like, turning in for these missions and stuff. Yeah, the Moth is a universal ship. Don't forget, you can fit a Geo or an Atlas in the back of the Moth as well. So, like, you can, like, combine a whole bunch of stuff. You can do, like, ground mining, some salvage. You can do all of that. Let me go ahead and refuel this thing. In the Moth, you can't add a tractor beam to move the ship. You can put a... It has a tractor beam on it. You can do a tractor beam. Have you tried changing the exhaust bearing? The Canuter valve? Have I tried the Canuter valve yet? Need to give that a look. Or maybe the blinker fluid. Or the O-ring. The O-pipe. I'm a car guy. I've heard them all. I've got a 66 Mustang in the garage. Actually, we took it out. My dad and I took it out yesterday for lunch. It was a fun cruise. We literally took it out and went to the old Dairy Queen. I felt like the ship was moving there for a second. Silver, what do you mean? What did it have? What did what have? Maybe I missed that. Yeah, I definitely like the 66 for lunch. Oh, what did the 66? Funny guy. Funny guy. Man, you can't not go to Dairy Queen and get steak fingers. I don't actually have to leave here. I'll end up in my hangar, right? Yeah. So let's exit to menu. I've had really good luck lately on, even though I'm in the US, let's bounce to an Aussie server maybe. I've had really good luck with that lately. Let's go Aus. Let's go Aussie. Awesome, Hobbit. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, thanks for everybody who came in the raid and stuff like that, for the follows and stuff. It's really appreciated. Just getting, like, all the Twitch, I just getting started on Twitch, so working on getting a good schedule going where I can just do, like, Sundays. I'm not going to be a crazy like a Spoona doing this every day. I wish one day maybe, but right now, I just enjoy the time. And I really appreciate everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Like, it's really cool to be able to, like, try to do this, and you get, like, a lot of support for like, giving it a go. It's pretty helpful. I really like the community. All right, Hobbit. Hey, man, thanks again for the sub. Really appreciate it. Zamper, did you rent the moth or did you purchase the moth? Because right now the rental moth, is having, like, major issues. I heard somebody talk about that. That's one thing maybe I need to look at from now on, like renting one of them and making sure it's working. But dude, I think I'm gonna get lost here because I don't ever come to this place. Oh no, I'm not. I know where I'm at. Thanks to the new missions. Spoona is a mad lad. I love Spooner. He's a good guy. I enjoy. I try to catch him every day now. Most of the he goes live like at 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess, for me. So I'm at work when he goes live. So I'm like dead into the middle of work because I get to work at like 5 a.m., 5:30. So I'm like, I have to get on and off his streams. But I enjoy it. It's fun. He does some good stuff. I love the little card game and the little races and stuff. He really gets everybody like interacting and everything, and I think that's a big part of it. Okay, let's get the moth. Oh, you bought the Zamper, you bought the moth? Interesting. I can say this, like right now there's like some uh-oh. So this server ain't gonna work either, guys. Cause I'm having this issue. Is there a workaround for this? Does anybody know in chat? Is there anything that you can do here? Like, I cannot get that. I've tried every single thing that I could possibly think of to get this to work. And it does not. The only thing I can do is basically server hop. Let's give this another go. I guess we're just going to have to go back to best and hope for the best. Here, we'll try one more. We'll try, like, the EU. They're asleep, right? It's getting late for the EU. Exit to menu. Thanks. Thanks, Squid. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I figured that was the answer. Like, I tried. I think I know most of everything as far as, like, the workarounds for stuff like that goes, but I fought it for quite a bit earlier, like right when it went live, and I finally just gave up. Alt F4 does not work. It's 7:30 p.m. there. Oh, so we're in. So I just jumped to the UK in prime time. Ooh, that's okay. Let's see. Let's see if it works though. Well, this server feels pretty responsive. Basically, force quit and rejoin. Yeah, nah, it does not work. I tried it. That was the first thing I tried, actually. Did not get anywhere with that. Alright, guys, please cross your fingers for me. We're going to try to get this to work. I would love to see it. For those of you who don't know what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to take a large... I did some salvage before, and I'm trying to take a large mission so that I can see if I can take the salvage materials that I did elsewhere and actually turn them in to complete the missions. Alright. Let's try this. Okay, please. Please. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Alright. Maybe we're gonna get lucky. Okay, so let's, oh god. Let me fix this real fast. Wait. Can I please carry the bottle? Thank you. Pershimicate it. Oh, apparently that's empty. Oh, that's a great... that just came back to my hand? What is going on with this game? Holy cow. Alright. Can I drink this at least? Can I have a burrito? Alright, let's get this back on. Do you want... sweetheart, do I want to know the answer? Yeah, give me the answer. I tried doing a couple of scan missions, but couldn't find any aluminum to scan. Oh, you can tell me the answer. I don't really care. The thing about it is, it's going to be different for everybody. It's like I was saying last time we were playing, like the last stream I did, I had a buddy, like my freight elevator was like acting up, like the inventory, and he's standing right next to me in the same server, in the same hangar with the same freight elevator, but his elevator's perfectly fine. It would work for him, but not for me. And I think that's just the difference in Star Citizen. The game might be a little buggy, just a little bit, But hey, it's our little buggy space game, I guess. All right, let's see if I can take the mission again. Let's go down here to Battaglia. We want large track. All right. I used to be like one of the, like, for a while there, I was getting like super upset about like Star Citizen, like it would run good and then it would be crappy and then it would run good and be crappy, and like I finally just like got to a point where I'm like, I'm just gonna get on and play. And if it doesn't run well and I can't get anything done and can't play anything, I'll just play something else. And it's worked out. I feel like better about the game, I guess. If there is such a thing. Where is my mission? All right, guys. We are going to... Hopefully this one works. Hopefully it pops up. Yes, you can even buy the mats to complete if you want. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, sweetheart, that works for me. That sounds really weird, right? I'm like... I feel like I'm calling you sweetheart. My lady's going to jump on here and be like, who are you calling sweetheart? The stock drive on the Moth is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty quick for the stock drive. I forget what is this? Is it the Huracan? I think that's on this. Maybe. I'm terrible with like the components when it comes to the components. Like I just get on. I just play. So like I'm terrible with the components and stuff. Oh, almost there. I feel like we spend so much time in Quantum now. Like, I want like a mini game or something. Like, can we put Tetris up here or something? You know, so we can play a little Tetris or something. Do like a high score. That'd be great. That'd be a fun idea. Just play a game. Like, maybe we can unlock blueprints to download games onto your MFDs. There's an idea. Pong. We could do Pong. Can't we play Pong? I mean, they've got to be able to figure out a way to like do that up here or something or wherever, whatever MFDs. I feel like this needs an extra MFD. I wish I had one right in the middle. An extra one. Hopefully that becomes a customization option one day where you can like maybe add an extra MFD to certain ships or you can like change the displays. I think I'm just dreaming, but okay. I got it. Hey, hey. Finally. Remember, guys, I'm just trying to complete the mission. The Flash games they used to do for Ships Event would be cool to see in the video game cabinets and or Moby. Yeah. Yeah. I wish stuff like worked. Like, I hope at some point maybe things in which is, like I said, I'm probably not too hopeful for this kind of stuff, but like all the cabinets and things like that and the bank stuff and all that, like in what do you call it, Cyberpunk, you know how like all the machines, like you can go up to them and they're actually usable. Like I hope we have that one day where like all these displays and stuff, like we can do something with them. That's what helps with that, more of that immersion and stuff like that. When you're like, oh, look at the screen, and you can walk up to it and you can change channels or, you know, check out your own accounts and everything. Large, ugly marine grandfather chose a name to lessen the blow. I like it. I like it. Okay, well, I'm gonna at least gonna grab this while I'm here. There's no sense in not grabbing it. Critical Bill, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated, guys. Thanks for all the follows. Seriously, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Alright, well, that that worked out. So, let's go see if we can turn this, if it will accept it. So, one trick I found out that, so, if you, after you refine the CMAT, one way to help make sure that it actually takes it for the missions is when you call it up, actually physically move it, like just touch every box and kind of move it around. It's not that many boxes, as you can see, for a large. So, 6 SCU of construction materials. All you have to move is 6 SCU. Just move it around a little bit, and then it like pretty much stopped a lot of the issues that I had just by doing that. Like, it makes it where I don't know, the elevator recognizes it for the mission, I guess, when you move it, I guess is the deal. It's kind of like you're putting it on the elevator for it versus just calling it up and not touching it. It seemed to have helped. I don't know. And we do have 10 RMC already there, so we're good for that. We may just have to move those 10 around a little bit. I totally forgot on this patch. I need to like download and re-add it. I need to do the Mr. Kraken's string thing so I can like know all the extra information in the rep and stuff like that. Normally I don't care about, I'm going to do the missions that I want to do, so I've never like cared about the rep that much. Because if I'm able to do salvage or whatsoever within like missions is normally what I end up going to. So for this rep, guys, so when you get to Prestige 1, do you have to do certain missions for this? Or can you do any of the missions and then the bar just keeps going up for the rep? And then once you complete it, you get that. Is that how it works? Or is there something special that you have to do to get this? I would assume in Star Citizen fashion, it's just you just keep going with the rep. That's what I was thinking anyways. Okay, almost back. The more I sit in Quantum, the more I'm like, man, those little flash games would be awesome. We need to get somebody to make an edition for that so we can use it. Because during the week, I'm not streaming a whole lot during the week, which I am gonna work on doing. I'd like to add a streamer or two to during the week, like in the evenings. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try that for sure. Just the same old red grind. Yeah. The rip. Okay. I don't know what server I was on last night, but man, I gotta be honest with you guys, it was the coolest thing. Like, it's how I imagined it would be, but, today, it doesn't seem to be the same. Like, there were so many people on that server, and so many people at Levski, and the FPS was actually okay. I say okay, and that's okay in Star Citizen terms, but it was okay. But man, it felt like alive. There were so many people running around. Ships were coming and going. People were turning in the keys and the black boxes and all that stuff. And it was like, I was like, this is how it needs to be, like, all the time. So do you have to do that special mission to get that ship, or is it just till the rep is actually finished for that line? That's what I would wonder. Or is that just a mission, another level? Wait, did I go the wrong way? Oh, man, dang it. I did it again. Let's not hit that asteroid. That would be fantastic. I guess we're going through the tunnel, boys. Yeah, that's kind of the question. Like, do you have to do that one special mission, and that's what gives it to you, or is it just the rep? I haven't seen anybody do it yet, so I was kind of curious. I mean, I'm sure some people have already, but I haven't like seen a video of somebody actually getting it, I guess. I guess I probably should have ejected that CMAT since I was in Quantum already. It would have probably been done ejecting. Got so much stuff I need to do. I need to put my sticks back in. So that's 64 SCU. Well, 61 SCU. See, I did some RMC with this. It was terrible. I stopped at like 2.3. I was like, nope, that's it. All right, we'll let some of these boxes eject. Since I have to go down to the refinery anyways to claim some of my CMAT that I refined already. It's already done. I did it last night, so, and it was only like a 3-hour thing, so we should be good there. So, with that said, I can just leave the ship here to keep spitting out boxes. I think it'll continue to do that, right? Or is the ship's going to disappear, isn't it, if I leave the hangar? Maybe not. All right, let's go to customs. All right, we're going to run. So we're going to go to the refinery. I'm going to get some of the CMAT that I refined, and then we're just going to call it up and see if we can complete this mission. What the heck is going on? Oh, jeez. All right. So we need to wait here for the elevator. Sweet, you're almost there? Cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to need you to grind that out and let me know. Level opens mission. Mission gives ship. Okay, so maybe it's not a rep. You guys let me get off on the wrong floor. I don't want to go to the Grand Barter. I need to go to the refined. It is pretty cool that they track you now. Their heads actually track you. Move along. All right. I got off one floor too early. One more floor to go. Okay, that's fine. So we'll collect that. We will collect that. And we will collect this. So that's plenty of CMAT. That was like 80 CMAT or something like that. So we're good there. Mine are mostly, but these missions, because I can change up every now and then. Yep. You know, most of the, like, I've been doing these missions mostly because they're working. Like, if I would have started doing these missions and it was just been a like a super buggy mess for them, I probably wouldn't have ever have done these. I probably just would have skipped them. But because I'm a salvager and there were salvage missions, I had to at least get the salvage missions open. I love that just going back and forth changes the elevator arriving. It's fine there, but if you move up here, it's just interesting. One step makes a difference. Okay, we're getting there. Moment of truth. Because if this works, I'm golden, and then this is probably what I'll end up doing for a while. Since I did just release... Dang it! I got off on the wrong floor again. That was the surface level. I really missed the elevators where I can just push a button and go to the floor that I want. It's interesting for Levski, though. Okay. So... let's get back to the hangar and see if this is actually going to work. Oh, scroll down for 10 years. All right. Dude, the pop-in is crazy. Like, I've changed all my settings, and I have a pretty stout rig, like a 9800 X3D with a 5080, and, like, I've changed all my settings to, like, all stuff that people recommend, and I'm still getting the bad pop-in. And I'm just wondering, are you guys getting the bad pop-in as well? It seems just to be the thing now. Because I went to a different computer that I have, and it does it as well on that one with different settings, so... Okay, so let's start with the RMC. Let's call the RMC up. We need 10 RMC. Let's call that up. So we'll just go... Okay. Let's try this. Okay, here we go. That's construction materials. So the RMC that I just did earlier that I stored here is gone. Okay. Interesting. There. I refreshed the chat. There shouldn't be as much of a delay anymore. I'm going to check this one more time, but I don't think it's there, guys. All the construction material is there. We're good on the construction material. But the RMC is not there. Okay. That's fun. Well, guys, I'm going to have to go get some more RMC, apparently. This is not turning out to be the best test today. We're going to see it through, though. We are going to see it through. What? And look, I have all my ships are grayed out again. So the vulture... Oh, there's the vulture. Now I can do that. Hang on. Okay, these came back. Very cool. Very cool. I guess it was because the elevator was going down. Okay, so let's retrieve this. Check the other elevator, you think? I could check the other elevator while that's coming up. I've like so that it's a big thing right now though. These elevators are eating all kind of materials. I had a buddy do some mining last night and put it on the elevator, sent it down, never showed up. Normally, like in the past, it would show up like later, or if you server hop, it'll show up or something like that. And it's not even showing up for that. It's literally just gone. It's just eating it. It's a big problem. It's a big persistence problem right now. So construction, nope. Click all. Nope. All right, that's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna get angry over this. We're gonna get in our dang vulture. We're gonna get some RMC real fast. It does not take long to get RMC. Yeah. I mean, the freight elevators have been a pain in the existence since they got in the game. Like, they have yet to work, like, correctly. Don't really need that. Alright. This won't take a minute, because I don't have to jump anywhere. We can stay right around Levski and get the RMC real fast. So that's not that big of a deal. We can get this pretty quickly. That's the good thing about, like, this area right here is that the panels pop, like, super close. All you have to do is kind of get in line with this belt and... Alright. We don't even have to jump for this. We can just keep it right where it's at. Alright. Let's get just a little bit further out, closer to these rocks, and then we can just start scanning. Go into scan mode. Alright. Have you tried crafted heads? In the last patch, I did. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. 68. Nope. That was a ship. 2,000. I'm not stopping for 2,000, even though that's salvage. That's just going to be a couple pieces of the small debris. 17,080. Don't need that. I do need to craft some, but because, like, I had a whole bunch of ore, but they wiped all of our ore, so I don't have all the ore anymore. Like, So my pet peeve when it comes to stuff, and maybe it's just straight MMO related, is I really hate that like you have a material that's just at one place, right? Like pure Karenite, for example, like that's only at the Hathor stations or whatever. I wish like, okay, maybe there's a 40% chance of finding it there, or a 100% chance of finding at least some if you do the mission, but I wish there was like a 1% chance of being able to like find it out in the wild, you know? Like I wish there was another way. And I think that is just because Star Citizen is the way Star Citizen is, and there's no in-game like economy, and there's no like in-game stores, you know, it's all third party with UEX and all that stuff. Like I think if there comes a day where I can go salvage, I can make my money and then buy the stuff that I need. There we go, 16,000 right there. I think that's where I'll end up liking it a lot. All right, here is our debris. All right, let's start with the Big Daddy panel first, and then we'll grab some of these wings and stuff. So this luckily I'm in the Vulture, so this is gonna go so fast. Like we'll fill this thing up super quick. Let's get into about the 45, which is kind of the sweet spot. Let's get the edge of that from when we go around. Yeah, see, we've already got one SCU already in there. We're going good. You think that it's the eventual goal? I mean, yeah. It's like how long? I'm not sure how long it's gonna take them to get there. Like, I know it's like supposed to be open development, but man, like the last year and a half, they've been so sparse on the amount of information that they're giving us on some of that stuff. Like they'll mention it and they'll go like a whole year without mentioning it again, and it's kind of like, hey, like can we get an update? Like where are we at on this? Like I would like to know. Like are we working on it? Did that get put on the back burner? I guess they figured no news is good news. That's what that's what I hear a lot anyways. All right, we've already gotten 3 SCU, so this is going to be quick. I mean, we only need 10 to test this mission, so this gonna go quick. Oh, what did I do that for? Drop the landing gear. Let's get the rest of this. It's open development, not quick development. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't like the amount of time it takes. Like if they get it right, it's fine for me, the time wise. So I just wish they would talk about it more. Like I know people have been talking about it lately, but it seems like all we've been getting is mostly information about like ship cells and stuff like that. And I was like, is that true? Like, so I kind of like started going back and like watching some of this stuff, and we've had some okay videos, like the videos with like Benoit and stuff like that, but it is a lot of ships. There is a lot of like void of information. But you know that could change. That could change at any point. You know, we could get They could just start dumping information at us. My thoughts about it are they are waiting just on Squadron 42. And like something's gonna happen with Squadron 42, whether they announce that they're releasing it or it's delayed, they're gonna announce something. And I think that's like where the void is right now of information. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Definitely not on the inside or anything. I'll just say that I'll be around to find out. I mean, I play when I can play, and the only time I don't play is when I just like the game won't allow me to play, or it's so bad that that you just can't get anything done. But that's been really, truthfully, been few and far between. There was a time where there was like a month that I was like literally completely locked out, to the point where I was like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to like start doing videos on like another game or something, or I'm gonna have to add another game to kind of like the content. But I ended up getting the access back, so we're still here. I feel like I'll be around for Squadron 42, not super confident about being around for Star Citizen 1.0. I don't know that anybody's thinks they're gonna make it for that, man. We're nothing but senior citizens here, right? We're gonna have to start putting it in our will and stuff like that. Here's the password to my account. God knows what the ships will cost then. Maybe Chris's kids will be running it. Okay, so we've already got 9 SCU, so we're almost ready to go at least to the mission, right? Like anywhere in the 40 meter range is kind of like it seems to be the sweet spot for the Vulture. Okay, so we have 11, which is enough. So I just want to get this test done to see. So let's run back to Levski. My microphone's in the way of my keyboard. I can't see. That's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to look around. All right, look. I don't know, like every time I play or do a video, it's like, oh, the scam game or this or that or whatever. And I'm just like, people ask me and I'll be like, look, I feel like it's either going to be, if it doesn't come out for whatever, or if something happens where they just can't bring Star Citizen out or something like that, I figure like it's either going to go down as the biggest scam that there ever was in gaming, where to the point where everything's going to be known as, oh, is that a Star Citizen? Or we're going to get like probably one of the most amazing space games. I'm not going to say most amazing game ever, but like probably like one of the most amazing like space games, spaceship games ever. And regardless, I'm gonna be here till the ride ends, so I don't really care. Like, yeah, I get upset at times, but not to the point. You know, I just try to be honest to the point where, like, in the videos, like, I will tell people, like, if people ask me honestly, I'll tell you if the game is playable, and I'll tell you when it's not. Like, if it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. I think it's gonna be down here. Normally with the vulture, the small hangers, I get in the circle. No, normally. All right, let's get in here. Now, let me say this again. Maybe this will be the final test. How's Thirsty Citizen treating me? That's not bad. I mean, it's been it's been worse, but I had a boo-boo with the freight elevator, but I've now seemed to have found myself in a little bit better of a server. So I think we're gonna be okay now. I think the original server I was in was like having some issues, so wait, did I already have the landing gear down? Oops. You know it Star Citizen when you gotta look. Let me scoot up a little bit. I think I'm... Alright. Alright, let's get these boxes onto the freight elevator, and let's send it down and see if this mission will complete. And then I can send, or release the RMC part of it, and then I'll call up the other. So we will auto-eject, eject. Yeah, right now the server I'm in is pretty good. It feels good anyways. This one, this server has like felt the best, so. What in the... So that was $1. I still feel like they slowed the ejection of the vulture down just a little bit. I felt like they spit them out, used to spit them out pretty fast. I feel like this has been a long process and a long time to test this large mission. But if I know that it works for sure, for me at least, then I can I can gather material a lot more in bulk, and then I can complete the missions more in bulk. I'll throw the vulture in the ironclad or something, and just stay out and do like RMC like one evening, and then I'll just do like CMAT another evening, and then I can turn these missions in like back to back to back. The goal would be to go out, take the large, medium, and small, have them all ready to go. I think after this, if this completes, I think we'll jump in the Moth, and we'll actually go do the Battaglia mission, the intro Battaglia. I think that's what we'll end up doing. And then we'll, as soon as we're done with that, we'll take the, we'll munch the caterpillar, and we'll like just collect some more CMAT and stuff like that. Maybe grab the whatever components they have in the cutlass, and make our way. It's pretty good. I think some people were saying earlier they wanted to see. I said during the live stream I would show like kind of like the whole process of doing that. I know the video just went out this morning on it, but I can show that here. It's pretty good creds. Oops. Oh, doesn't matter. Lost count. So this should be the last one, right? The other box will come out, but I think that is 10. Okay, moment of truth. RMC going down. That's 10 RMC. Let's see. It's counting it. Okay, so that is done. So we did that. So we need 6. So let's go 4. So construction materials. There's a 2. Here's another 2. So that's 4. Then we have 5. And that's not a full one. That's... Something blew up outside. Let's just take this off. So we've got 2, 4, 6. So let's call that up. And then here's the little tippity tip. Just when you grab these, just grab them and like just move them anywhere else. It's kind of like that way. It kind of, I don't know how it works exactly, but it makes me think that maybe the game thinks you're putting them on the elevator. Then we'll go here. And then last moment of truth. And it does seem to be reading it somewhere. Wait, 3. Yeah, right here. 3 2 SCUs. And then contract complete. So that was 6. So it works. So we should be good to go do all the stuff in bulk. Oh, look at that. Receive blueprint. 337 Panther. Okay. So we'll check our rep real fast. Let's see here. Rep for the Rico. Oh, it did pretty good. Man, the large mission jumped up pretty well. That's a pretty good rep on that. I don't like I said, I don't have the rep thing up. I need to re-download it and add it. But yeah, that's pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll go do that Rico Battaglia in the Moth, and we'll crunch that. We'll get a little bit more kind of CMAT going. Because doing the RMC, it's something I don't normally like doing on stream that much, even though it's like really chill, I guess. Like I want to do something with a little more action. So let's take ourselves to customs and let's go. I was looking for my medium hanger. I thought my medium hanger might have been there. Oh. Oh. Dude, the poppin' is crazy. I get it more in Nyx than I do like anywhere else in like Stanton or whatever. Okay, where is the... Did I pass it? I did. Medium hanger. Oh, wait, well, hold up. I need to take off the stuff that I already did, right? Because I already did like a big ship. So I need to store this real fast. And we need to go to the refinery and get the stuff off that I already did. That way we have a fresh ship to go do this with. And not get off on the wrong floor. That would be helpful. Not here. That's the Bata. Bert, the Battaglia, the ship in distress, one of the better missions. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. It's got a little bit of everything, and I love that. Like, with this said, like, I'm sure we're not supposed to be able to salvage that caterpillar because it's like the immersion breaking of the story or the mission or whatever. But I'm kind of glad that we can, like, just because it adds another element to the gameplay, and it at least keeps you going back to the mission or whatever. There's the moth. We'll just go ahead and grab this and get it off the ship. I know, I pay too much for it. Too bad. Okay. Not to mention in Levski we get the boost, right? We get the boost in the construction materials or whatnot. So that's really good. Large is 600 points. Normal is 200, says Starstrings. So what's the medium salvage? 400? So 600, 400, 200? I assume that's what it is, which would make sense. I expect that cat to fly off eventually. Yeah. No, well, there's no crew on board, right? There's no I almost got off on the wrong floor again. Yeah, the cat, there's no crew on board, right? They killed all the crew? So I don't think it'll fly off because there's no crew to fly it. But I imagine somebody would, like, come pick it up, right? Alright, medium hanger. Making some progress. It's turned out to be pretty good today. Like, I mean, everything seems to be, like, besides a couple of server hubs that we needed to do, seems to be working alright. There are 3 NPCs in the command module. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. I've never even looked in the command module, I'll be honest. I have not even looked. When we get to the mission, I'll take those containers off. Pyro cargo hauling is still broken. Why am I not surprised? There's a lot broken. I mean, there's, like, I think, like, I was watching a video earlier, and I think they probably broke as many things as they fixed in 4.9. I mean, there's a lot of little things that are a big deal that are broken right now. No, you kill the crew that is hidden in the command module when you fracture the ship. That's funny. Listen, I'm not getting a crime stat. And I need the materials, man. I need the materials, and it's fun. It's fun. I'm sure they'll kill my fun. Alright. Battaglia. 14 missions. Wait. When did that pop up? Like, I don't remember. I must have just got that. Let's get out of here before we get locked in the hangar. Alright, let's try this again. Since I did not get the mission that time. Where's my mission, man? It's ship in distress, right? So small job. So I did one of these. That was pretty cool. And then I did a regular this one. I did the regular. Okay, I need my mission to pop back up. It needs to say 14. Gotta run. Thanks for the stream and demo. Hey, Bert. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys that are here right now that are chilling with me. We're gonna try to get this Battaglia done. I'll see you on the next one, Bert. Come on. Well, we may end up having to take a different one. I mean, I guess I could take like the regular black box one. I mean, I'm in the salvager, but there's not anything to salvage on any of the other missions is the problem. Like all the missing people, those are already like wrecks that you can't salvage. So we're not going to be able to salvage on any of that stuff. I assume that it disappears because there's only so many of them and people are taking them. Because I thought I took it, but I didn't get it. Okay, we'll give it like 1 more minute, and if it doesn't pop up in like 1 more minute, we'll take one of the other missions. I mean, with the black box, if I have to do something else with the black box, I can like grab a different ship for that or something. Apparently something that can fight. I assume these are like the same thing. I assume these are like 2, 4, and 6 as well for the 88K. It probably gives the same amount of rep. I need to do that string though. I think I'll do that like tomorrow. I'll get that re-downloaded. All right, come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. We got it. See? Patience is a virtue. There we go. All right, patience, patience. Say hey boo boo. It's time to go get this salvage. All right. I really hope I remember my gun. I didn't even look to make sure I had my gun on me. I should. It looks like an energy drink, but just a regular water. It's like a flavored water thing. A vitamin seltzer water thing. I don't know what. It's called a bubbler. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but anyways, that's what I'm drinking. They're pretty good. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. There's a gun at the front of the cat, so I'm good. Yeah, there's guns everywhere, right? Like, you can even get in the, you can even just open the, what do you call it? The, cutlass. You got a whole armory in there to armor up. Heck, you even got armor in there if you needed it, I guess. Let's slow down a little bit. So I don't go through the front, guys. I know I see like a lot of the videos or whatever, and everybody's like going through the front. I don't ever go through the front. Just an FYI. I'm going to do mine a little bit different here. I try to park back here since I normally try to get the stuff off the cut list later. Oh, I'm plenty. I'm fine on the gun. I still have my gun on me. Hopefully I put my helmet back on. We're going to find out. Alright. So there's the cutlass, which we're good on. Haha, he doesn't see me. I always go the elevator. Do all you guys go through the front? Is that the way y'all go? I never go through the... Like, I've gone through the front before a couple of times, but, like, I prefer this way. Like, it doesn't get them all riled up, and they kind of, like, stay in their same locations. And the game crashed. Woohoo! Lucky, lucky us. All right. It's loading back, guys. I already got it loading back in. Onward. We shall push forward. I've been on for what? Like 2 hours? So we've got another hour to go. I'm got about another hour. All right. We are loading back in. It's probably going to blow the mission, but it is what it is. Ken, what's going on? Seems the L-22 Alpha is better than the Basher, so... How is the game running? It's running like this. But we're back. Hey, we're back. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's hopefully the enemies are okay. So this is how I end up doing it because it like goes super fast. There should be a guy right here. And then we run up the stairs. And as we run up the stairs, there should be a guy running across right in front of us. Nope. Because of the server error, it already moved. That guy's down. Let's close this. That guy's down. Quick reload. That guy's down. So the he's right there. I assumed he was gonna run through. Come on, guy. Don't be scared. Yeah. Yeah, it gave me the mission right back, right? Okay. So, I need to grab... Okay, so I'll just go ahead and repair this. A quick repair. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, it seems like it's so much faster going through the elevator than it is the front. I could be wrong. It just feels better. To me, anyways. Alright. So we can run that. Might as well grab this extra piece. We'll go this way. Go down. Helps if you know your way around the cat, of course. Should be this way, right? That is my ship. Oh, faceplant. So these guys, these are the empty boxes that are still a big issue right now. So I highly suggest just like ejecting these things before you crunch, because it causes an issue if you don't get rid of them. Let's move around to the other side. You gotta pull them down enough so they don't snap back to the moth or whatever. Ah, I got a crink in my neck. Okay, we're good there. We are good. Come on. Come on, game. So if you want any of your Ultraflux, okay. What else do we have? A Regulus. We'll get rid of the, get some of that on there. Hey, Ken, no problem, man. Glad you liked the vid. Hopefully the video was helpful. I mean, I got some pretty good comments on the vid this morning, so I think it was pretty good. Most of the comments were like, yeah, I was wondering if you could do that, but I was too afraid to get a crime stat to try it. That's kind of like generally speaking what the comments were. See if there's anything in here I need or might want. Overlord. I would like these to go with me. I don't really care about the rest of it. Anything exciting over here on the weapons rack? It doesn't look like it. Nothing exciting in there, and there should be nothing exciting in here. Alright, so time to munch. Time to get the munchies out. Whoops. Well, I missed that elevator. That's okay. We will take this one up. Alright, let's take it up. Okay, so we still have to get clear of the ship, so it's important to make sure you back up enough to finish the mission before. So just keep that in mind. You want to back up and make sure you complete the mission. And just like that, mission's done. Now,
let's go ahead and call that last job done.
The F8A is coming. Hey, maybe. That would be really cool. I'm okay with combat. So one thing you can do, guys, if you line yourself up at an angle like this, You can actually crack the Cutlass and the Caterpillar at the same time because the Cutlass doesn't take as long. So you can just get it lined up. And we're apparently going to murder some crew or something like that because there's still crew alive in the command module. So sorry guys. But as you can see, the shields are up on the Caterpillar, but you can still crack it, so I'm fine with that. There goes the command module. News. The F8C. Yeah, F8A is going to be... So how much do you think that F8A is actually going to cost, though? That's the question. I feel like that's going to be a hefty, hefty price on that ship. And you see, guys, the Drake Cutlass is already... You're good there. So that one's done. And then your Caterpillar goes right behind it. Good times. So this first piece is 64 SCU. So we'll have to... Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to get a little extra here. Whoops. That's okay. We're going to have to eject what I have in there. I probably should have emptied the extra junk out of there and just sold the RMC that was in there. I didn't think about that before we went out. While I was in the refinery. Alright. So, gonna move over. Okay, so real fast, guys, we have to start ejecting our stuff since our buffer is full. So we're just gonna hit auto eject. We'll just hit auto eject. Should end up with quite a bit of material here. Go ahead and grab this little piece. What do we got? Can we get this piece right here? Yeah. Okay, so by the time that ejects, we should be okay. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. It's gotta wait for it to go green so you get all of it. Get the max SCU. Okay, so there's another 58. So we need to let a little bit eject, a little bit more eject. And then we can get the pieces of the Cutlass. So this is some pretty good SCU, guys, for anybody who's doing CMAT. These missions, plus you get the missions and then you get any of the loot or whatever. Nah, Ken, they're definitely not going to allow you to CCU to it. It's going to be like one of those hero ships or whatever, you know? Alright, there's 47. And we should get... Oh, look at that. Another 12 right here. So some pretty good right here. And we should be able to take one more and almost fully load this ship up. Which is some really good CMAT. Alright, let's see. Not bad run right there. That's some pretty good getting right there. Alright, so that mission's done. So we need to see if we can find another 58k ship in distress, I guess, is what we're looking for. I wonder how long... See, in all the other servers, when I first started doing the Battaglia stuff, like, I wasn't having a cooldown. So I don't know if I just got lucky when I first started doing it. But the cooldown was, like, almost instantaneous. Like, I could come back in and do another one, which was, like, super nice. Now, what I could do is I could take, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to give this a minute to pop back up since we just completed it. And I did waste a little bit of time getting the salvaging material. So let's give this like a minute or two to like kind of repopulate and look at like that. Again, that patience, right? Almost instant. Okay, so we are going to our new mission. We're going to fill this baby up so we get some good CMAT. All right. So we'll do this last mission, and we'll go back to Levski and see what we have made, see what we have gotten. I don't have any more RMC, so I can't complete another large one. I'd have to go get RMC, and I do not want to scrape with this moth. Oh, it's so slow. Like, literally, I could go back, get the vulture, and come back and still scrape more than what the moth could with me by myself in one head. That's how bad the moth is at scraping. Like, I hope at some point, like, somebody takes a look at it. Like, I've done, like, my due diligence. I've put in issue council reports. I've, like, made posts about it and stuff like that, asking. And so hopefully at some point, maybe somebody will take a look at it when, like, Salvage gets another look, or when they... But my thoughts is that Salvage probably isn't going to get another real good look at until, like, base building comes in, or they introduce some sort of crafting with the salvage material. I think that's the next time Salvage may have somebody peek into it. Maybe we'll get a little bit more balance with the ships. The Fortune and the Moth need a little bit of look. The Fortune's close. It just needs like a tweak, like 20% more on the Fortune. Like a 20% increase would kind of still make it probably in the least, but enough to make it useful. And the Moth just needs like a 100% increase. And even at like 100%, doubling it would still only make it about equal to the Vulture. Like, I just feel like 2 people on the Moth should be able to scrape faster than a single person in a Vulture, and it's not even close. No, I don't think, like, because the vulture is good. The vulture, for its size and how fast it scrapes, like, it's good. Like, you scrape enough that you don't feel like your time is being, like, super wasted, and it's still chill enough. So I don't think people, like, I love the vulture and I wouldn't get upset, but I can understand that we're gonna blow past that. But I can understand that people with the moth are upset about the scraping. Like, I understand that maybe they don't want... Wow, I really blew past that. Anyways, I understand that they don't want people, like, just soloing the moth and like, getting so much more. But they shouldn't have it nerfed as much as they do, where it's just nobody wants to scrape with the moth, that they just want to use other ships. And that's where we're at right now. Like, it's so bad that I'm not scraping with the moth. That's where we're at with the moth. Alright, we'll run through here. We'll do this mission real fast. Get this out of the way. Let's repool some ammo. For anybody who didn't know, if you hit Alt F1, it will repool ammo. It basically just takes ammo out of your other magazines that are like in your backpack or whatever, and refills all the magazines that are on you. It's a very handy piece. Alright. Now, let's see if we don't server error going up the elevator this time. Ken, you need to stay right where you're at. Don't move. I don't want to be server error. Richie, say what again? Are you talking about the repulling the ammo? It just takes ammo from your other places, like ammo out of like your other magazines that are like in your backpack or whatever. Or I think that's where it takes them. And it reloads the ammo that is on your belt. So like the ammo that's over here, these, it fills the magazines. It repools the magazines, I guess is the correct term. Alright, so anyways, first guy, he's dead. Like I said, we should go up here now that we don't have a server error. There should be a guy like running across, usually. There he is. This guy should be a guy right here. Should be able to go right here. And he fell. And just like that, the mission is over. Except for doing the power plant. It's that fast. That's why I like going up the elevator. The elevator just like, it funnels them right to you. It's nice. Richie, Alt F1. I'll show you what I mean. Let's see here. Uh-oh. I think we got maybe another server error or something. Nope. Couldn't put my weapon away. Okay. So if we have our gun, you see how this magazine right here is only half full? It's down here, right next to the grenades, kind of. If you hit Alt 1, I said F1. Sorry, Alt 1, not F1. Alt 1. Alt 1. And it'll put ammo back in that magazine. Now, all your magazines are full again. Super useful in combat. Yep, Alt 1. Alright. Let me refresh the chat for you guys. I think there's it gave me a delay, so we're just going to refresh it. I'll clear the chat. There we go. Okay, so that's that. The mission's done except for just get clear of the ship. It's about as fast as you can do that mission. Let's see what kind of resources we have before we crack this. What do we got? I don't know what that is, but we're going to take it. We're going to take it. It's free loot. Why would we not take it? An all stop? What is that, like a military C or something like that? That's okay. We'll scrap them. We'll dismantle these for resources. And let's grab this last one. A beacon. Alright, Ken. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one. Okay, so let's go check out some loot, guys. Let's see if we have like any loot whatsoever in here. I mean, it'd be silly not to at least check. What'd we get? Like, I'll take this. Like, can I please? No? I can't. Really? Oh, fine then. Fine. Alright, what do we got on here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing that I really need. Double check. Multi-tool. Take that. Ooh, some shoes. Alright, we're good, guys. We are about ready to go scrap this thing. Okay. Easy, easy peasy. Okay. So remember, we are not done with the mission. You've got to back up to finish that mission. Don't forget. Do not crack the ship without finishing the mission. You will fail that mission. So we are going to go down here. we are going to fracture this so that we can fracture all this kind of like the same time. See, if you get like nice in line, you can see the cutlass like actually finishes before the vulture. Like there goes the command module. The command module, for whatever reason, it normally disappears. There it goes. Off, and away. I'm almost done with this. Okay, so we're gonna grab the big piece first. The problem is like some of these pieces get so close together and it has such a wide thing that you end up losing a couple of the pieces because they're just too close. You don't have to worry about the percentage because you're getting 64 SCU no matter what the percentage is, which is 64 is going to fill up the buffer of the ship. So you don't have to worry about it too much. All right, let's go get to ejecting. Pretty good. Okay, now we need the other piece of the ship, which is where? There it is. So we need this piece. All right. What's up, Gantz? Welcome, welcome. All right, where is this other piece? Wait, was it? It was below me, right? That's not the. That's the command module. I was looking for the cutlass. Oh, there we go. There's some of the. It's always interesting that it breaks into like different pieces. Like last time we did this piece, it was 12 SCU. And then I've had like 11, 12. I've had all the way up to 14 SCU on this back piece before. Which is interesting. Makes me wonder if maybe something in the loot table is what changes it. Alright, let me find me Okay, so we have these engines. Since we're heading back, I might as well grab all the pieces. This is the way. That's right, man. Nom nom nom. Okay, so there should be another one right here. Which heads are you mounting on the Moth? I mean, a braid. I don't do RMC with the Moth at all. It's just way too slow. You're better off in anything, basically anything else. I do not recommend the Moth to scrape. Hopefully one day they will fix it, but for right now they have not. And okay, so hang on. There's the command module. So let's go right here. Let's get this, and then I should be able to tilt down and go get the command module. Hey, no problem. Yeah, I mean, braids are generally a go-to. It's like a nice in-between. Even on the Reclaimer, the braids are a great choice. Okay, and then I saw the command module, right? Hey, Ben, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay, where is that command module that I saw? That's not it, is it? Oh, that's not the command module. That's just another piece. Or is it? Or is it? Nope, just another engine. I think that command module ends up disappearing. That's usually what happens. Yeah, Benna, thank you again. Thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank all you guys that have subscribed and followed lately on the, on the red and the purple platforms. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. It's it's the little things that helps. All right, let's see. I think that's it. I think the command module disappears. It has in all my other attempts at trying to locate it. I think it drifts just too far away. So, with that said, let's see what we got. Let's see here. Levski, which is where we want to go. So remember, we not only did we get all of this CMAT, we actually completed 2 of the missions as well. So we can go into the contracts here in the rep and take a look at where we're at. I'm making some pretty good progress. I mean, that's pretty good. And I'll have plenty of CMAT now to turn in for missions. So all I'll have to do is take like an evening. I'll probably take tomorrow evening or something like that, and I'll go out and I'll just do scraping like in the Vulture, because you can do scraping like I showed earlier in the stream. You can do scraping just right around Levski, and like once I get a bulk of the RMC, I'll get back in the Moth. I'll go take like the large, medium, and small missions. I'll just fly to them, and then just do the fracture them, which will complete the mission. And then just head back. Like, I'm not even going to bother with, like, sucking the stuff. Well, I mean, obviously, I could probably just suck the stuff up. But I'm not going to bother with scraping those ships. The panels are much easier around Levski to get material off of rather than try to do the ships. So you just go, you complete the mission, or at least fracture the ship, and then you can use the material you got from, like, this stuff and the panels to turn in for the missions. And we just tested it, and it works. So everything is looking good. Everything's looking good to go as far as salvage goes and Nix and doing these missions with the salvage. I'm actually surprised. I was not expecting it to work, but we got lucky, and it should be pretty fun. So I should be able to, like, do the rest of this trusted associate with, like, just doing salvage, which will be nice. like, I'm not into the mining stuff at all and like scanning asteroids and all that stuff. So like these ships, like if you have to do a certain mission, like one mission to get these ships, like I'll probably never see them because like I don't do mining and I just don't care enough about the ships. I'd rather see the bar go up. I'll just never use them. Like I already have a prospector and a golem, so I don't really that I bought in like in game from last patch, so I just don't see myself ever like using them. All right, let's fly into Levski. We will hit the refinery. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. Oh, we need to take the stuff off the ship too. Our goodies that we got. I think I've almost found an entire Overlord armor set in those boxes, which is kind of cool. I like that. I didn't realize that loot table was gonna have like the Overlord stuff in it, which is kind of fun. So there's actually been some good backpacks in that loot table as well, which is interesting. So it's a pretty good loot table for these Battaglia missions. What do you guys think about the bullpup rifle? Y'all liking that one? I played around with it for a little bit last night. It's neat. I definitely like the way that it looks, for sure. All right, right down below us. Oh, I need to eject. Do I need to eject some more of that? I may need to eject some more. I need to see if the ship is full. Okay. About to say. Don't fill me now. All right. Let's go ahead, just so I don't forget for later, we will go ahead and refuel this puppy. All right. Actually, this will be faster. Let me sit back down for a second. This will be faster to see if I can fit anything else on the... that side is full, and that side is full. So we literally have a full exterior load of salvage. So what I end up doing, guys, and this is just my personal preference, I just leave it on there. Like, you can fit 4 SCU, but trying to get, like, in and out of the ship just becomes, like, a pain in the butt. So I just leave it on and eject it, like, later when I know that I'm going to be going back to the refinery anyways. Okay, so we will grab some of this stuff off real fast. Oh! That's a party foul. When you smack yourself with, when you smack yourself with the pot. Money. Oh, yeah, dude. Money. Lots of money. Not to mention a few components that, you know, you can use, or if they're worth doing. Yeah, we're gonna hit the refinery right after I get this stuff off. Oh, did I? I didn't bring it, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. I'm like, did I bring my Overlord stuff? But I did. The Overlord... Hang on. Is that another part? Oh, I got an all stop over here. I forgot. Can't you leave it on the... Yep. The parts don't go to the inventory, but we can refine straight from the ship, which is what we're going to do. Alright, so we are good there. Make sure I got everything. Okay. So, we're going to store the ship. We're going to send it down. And we're going to go refine. That should be like, what, 192 off of 2 missions? So, more than 192. More than a full shipload off of just 2 Battaglia missions. That's some pretty dang good moolah. Considering you get, the 58k just from doing the mission, right? So one thing, guys, if you're refining, don't leave the hangar because it's caused an issue. You see the little blue thing down there where the ship is? Make sure that goes away before you leave the hangar because, believe it or not, it does cause some issues. So make sure that stays. It's important. See? Once it goes away, then leave the hangar. It will save you some heartache later. I take the boxes out of the ship because... So I don't take the boxes off because I don't want to clutter up my inventory with all the empty boxes. So when I go back out, I just eject them into space off of the ship. It's just so much easier to keep the ship clean. Alright, so let's run to the refinery. And see what kind of... So 192, we should get like what? With a plus like 7 or 8% from Levski, we should get like 38 boxes, 38 SCU refined, I think is what we get about, which is really good. In Limbo. Thanks for the raid, man. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. What's going on? What's going on? Limbo, how was your stream? How was your stream? Hey, guys. Thanks for the follows. Joker, it's better. Kiki, thank you for the follows. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Magical, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, doing good, doing good. We just did a bunch of salvage with some Battaglia missions and stuff. It's been pretty cool. Elvin, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. To the Limbo. Attack Cat, thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys, man. Seriously, hey, thank you so much. Limbo, thanks for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. We do a lot of salvage here. So, I did get the 192, guys. So, Gantz, I did get that 192, so we're going to do the refine. We are going to go ahead and just do pyro so we get it done quick. I don't care if it costs a little more. I really just care about the resources themselves. I will take that. And then I should be able to do this 16 right here. That's in the buffer. So that it's... So basically it'll do the ones that are queued. So if it's queued up, it'll take those 16 SU boxes as well. So let's go pyro, let's go get quote, and confirm. We are good there. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the follow. Seriously. That's really kind of you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that was an excellent, excellent run. Especially from the missions themselves. Mr. Heaviness, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I love this. I was playing with this earlier, guys, like the little menu glitches. So if you go like take one step forward or one step back, like it changes the viewing of the elevator here. It's kind of interesting. So if you get too close, I guess it just reads nothing, but if you take a step back. Good times, good times. Don't forget your helmet, brother. Don't forget your helmet. This is the... I do not want to go that. That is the roof. Come back, brother. You probably don't want to go there. So I am going to take this opportunity, since I have a little bit of time left, I am going to take this opportunity to go do just one more little run of some RMC. I had enjoyed that earlier. It was fun in the Vulture. The Vulture was doing like super good. So let's go back to the medium hangar. So guys who just came in from the Limbo, thanks again, Limbo, for the raid. We did the Battaglia missions, the ship in distress missions, and we were... So basically what I was doing was, just for a recap, I took the mission. I just released a video on this today on YouTube, so if you want to check that out, that is there for your viewing pleasure. But we took the mission, ship in distress, Battaglia, finished the mission, and then you can actually munch the caterpillar and the cutlass and the command. You can salvage it all and end up with 2 missions. Ends up with almost a full load on the moth. So pretty good payout for something that you're already at. So you get the mission, the 58K for the payout of the mission, and you get the rep. So it's very, very good. It's very, very good money. And it's fun gameplay, because you got the loot that you can get. I'm actually really enjoying that mission. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you liking the Battaglia missions? I feel like the caterpillar thing is like... Even though it feels a lot less like a repeated mission, per se. Even though we have other missions like the 890 jump, where you go in and you kill the guys and you complete the mission and stuff like that. I think it's cool that they added a little repair into it. At least it's something different. I know that's not saying a whole lot, but it is something different at least. Let's go to the front here. Zepiro. I'm agglomerated. Alright. We are in our lovely Vulture. I love that you still squat to get in the seat. I think that's funny. Good times. Okay, guys, what do you think? Instead, if I do this, what if I show... You guys gotta let me know if y'all want to see this or not. What if I take another one of the ship in distresses, and I'll go in and I can show you how to do the mission. I can show you how to turn the shields off, a quick way of turning the shields off. And then showing you that you can scrape the caterpillar. I mean, I can do that. Would that interest the chat? Or do we want to just go scrape some panels and get some RMC and do something more chill? What do you guys want? I can do either. Also, let me reset the chat because I'm going to reset it. Clear it off the screen real fast. It's just reset. That way it makes sure it comes in faster. With a little less delay. But yeah, y'all let me know. Usually when you get right out here to these rocks, that's where like the salvage stuff starts popping. So we can just, so we're just looking for those 000s on salvage. So anything that has 3 zeros in it, not taking the 2000s. We do not want the 2000s. 2000s is just too small and you only get the little pieces of debris. You really want something probably 6 to 8,000 or more. And look at that right there, right at the beginning. We've got 10,000, which is exactly what we were looking for. Levski's pretty good for salvage and salvage panels, so you know a fix for it not refining from the reclaimer. So Josh, there's just a really big issue right now with like the whole docking thing, and I think it's revolved around that. I do not know a workaround. The only workaround I know is to dump the salvage into another ship. Like for me, for example, I have an ironclad, or if you have like any type of cargo ship, just leave the cargo ship out in space and then use your reclaimer and then dump the reclaimer out of the back and then onto the cargo ship. Takes a little bit of time, but it works every time. I don't know if that helps you or not, but it does work. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of this. All right. Got that. All right, we have the abrades, so we're good. We are good. And the Vulture does very well on the scraping. So you can get a ton of material pretty quickly with this. And you can see, just like that guy, like we literally already have one SCU of RMC. Vulture is like really well. I really hope they never touch this ship because it's like, it's just perfect. It takes some time, but not enough time to where it feels like, you know, like a complete chore to do. Like you can just chill and do pretty well. Especially with the cost of RMC, like if you were just selling it. But now that we have the missions, it's pretty good. Not bad at all. Something popped up on my radar over there. Something big. So this 10,000 thing did not, it gave me like 3 little pieces and then like a wing. All right, guys, where'd that other wing go? There's the wreckage. There's a wing. I thought there was 2 wings. I think I'm going crazy. Am I going crazy? Oh, nope, there it is. Sometimes if you go into the third person, it makes it so much easier to see. And around 40, anywhere in the 40s is like a pretty good sweet spot. Josh, you're welcome, man. Anytime, anytime. We'll just do one little small load of this. We are not going to stay out here forever, that's for sure. I just kind of wanted to show that it's pretty easy around Levski to get some good resources, especially with RMC. I mean, just off these two small panels right here, I mean, we've already got 4. Worth it to make Levski the home base? I mean, if you're going to be grinding the missions and stuff, yeah, the thing about it is you can't sell CMAT in Levski. There's nowhere to sell it. So, you know, you can find panels in Stanton, and you can find plenty of ships to munch in Stanton, and you can sell in Stanton. So the time that it takes to travel, it depends on if you think the time is too much to travel. My main base is Area 18. I like it. I like it that there's only one tram in one area where you buy and sell stuff instead of like 2 trams to go. It's just a smaller area with everything super close, which is why I pick there. And I normally base out of Arc L1. But with the new missions, I've set my spawn point to Levski. So I would say if you're not sure, maybe stay in Stanton and then just set your spawn point to Levski for a while. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, I don't see any reason to make Levski like the home base, per se. I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents. Those are the 2. I don't want to scrape. Like, let's go look for some big Let's go look for the big ones. Spetter, there is, I mean, it is, you know, there is a lot in Levski. It's just like, I just do salvage, so anytime I want to sell CMAT, like, I have to take it to, you know, not Area 18, but I have to take it to, like, Arc L1, right? So, like, I'm going to have to go back to Stanton anyways to sell it. But, I mean, that could be a big run. Like, if you have a decent cargo ship or you want to rent a decent cargo ship, that would be worth it. If you like salvage. There's just, like, plenty to do in Stanton as well. So, I always just set it there. I don't really think there's a wrong answer. Because you can get to Levski in pretty decent time. And if you're not sure, you could just set at Crusader, which is, I think, closest to the Nyx Gate. There we go, guys. We got a big panel and 3 wings. This will be pretty good right here. This is nice. And they're super close together. Very good. Very good. This should give us a quick fill up here. Like I said, so anywhere in the 40s is the sweet spot, of course. Yeah. Like right now, if you're just gonna be like just concentrating on the new missions and stuff like that, I would go ahead and set it to Nyx. I'm just so used to Area 18. I've literally been at Area 18 for like years, so like I just go to Area 18 like just out of habit now. I probably, in hindsight, I probably should have set it to Nyx. But then again, in a month, you'll have 4.10 coming out, and you'll get to pick again. So you're not stuck there. which is nice. So you'll get to pick again. So give it a try. You, okay, so that side of the panel is done. Oops. Wrong button. I just put my landing gear down. Okay. Let's move around. Let's back up a little bit. We've already got... We're about to hit 10 SCU here. We're going to be good to go. Okay, so that's already 10 SCU. That's pretty good. Now, if I flip around here, we should have some wings. Okay, so here's one. So we can get this one. Can get this finished off. So for all you guys right now who are out there who salvage, like, what would be your next want for salvaging? That's what I would ask. I'd say, like, I mean, it could be a big thing, little thing. Like, what would you want to see next for salvaging? Like, for me, I would want to see, like, them update salvage where when you refine the construction materials, like, we actually get, like, material off of that. So, like, we get the iron, the titanium, like, the stuff the ship is made out of, like, we start getting that stuff. Like, I hope that's, like, an update that comes soon. I think that'd be a lot of fun, you know, and then we can get, like, different qualities. Like, it could... I don't even care if it's, like, RNG where... You know what I mean? Like, where we don't know what the quality is going to be till we refine it or whatever. Or maybe we can pick a different type of refinement that will allow us to get higher quality stuff by it taking longer to refine or process. You know what I mean? Like, that's an option. Bit, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I just got to make some room. I got to make some room here. All right. Sometimes I still wish this was a little bit faster. You'd like to find a piece of other ships instead of the same debris. So like we used to have it, where we used to find like actual derelict ships out. That would be fun. I'd like that. You know, the debris stuff, you know, I feel like that was originally just the intro test for it. Like, I don't think it was meant to stay there, but it's just kind of become like so much part of salvage that I guess they're just, you know, at this point leaving it in. The salvage panels. I do have an update video that I'm probably going to put out. Maybe we'll do that one next Sunday or something like that. I'm just going to do the update on panels and probably like what RMC is selling for and selling RMC and all that kind of stuff. Everything, basically everything RMC. I think that's probably would be a fun, good video update to do. It's been a while since I've gone over it in the new patches. Okay. The phone stacking the boxes. Oof. Oof. Okay. By the way, Joker, thank you so much for the bits, man. Thank you. I much appreciate that. I know that was a while ago, but in case I didn't address it, I don't remember if I did, so I figured I'd say it now. Ugh. These physics are getting there. Okay. So that is good. We've got that unloaded. Getting a little low on some drinkage. To deal with that in a minute. Okay, where is the other? Okay, so there's a wing here. Let's not let good salvage go to waste. I was going to skip this, but let's go ahead and get this while we're here. The wings don't take that long. And we'll get a couple of extra SCU off this for our missions that we're going to do. So for future streams, guys, is there anything that you guys would want to see salvage related that we could do? Is there any missions that we could try to turn into like missions / salvage? It's really hard for salvage because like, you know, you need if it revolves around like combat, it's a little bit hard. So I tried doing a test for a future stream, like kind of trying to do like player ships or whatever. And man, it's just so hard with all the ships and it taking like so long to get into them and stuff like that. It's something that we could try. And maybe we have ideas. People can chime in and have ideas. Maybe we'll do that on the next stream. like during the week, like shorter streams, like during the week, I like to try to do just like regular salvage stuff with the missions and things like that. But maybe next Sunday we could do a stream with like trying to do like straight up player ships and like how that works and how it goes and is it possible and what it takes to actually do it or whatever. I mean, I think half the battle is just going to be finding ships to actually do, right? Like before in Stanton, all the missions in Stanton would take you to like the outposts and stuff, and that would just be littered with player ships that were doing like combat and stuff, and we just don't have that anymore. Like those places are just like completely empty. I mean, it's worth a try though. It's worth trying maybe one day. I do just love that like Salvage is such a cool, chill game loop, and I'm glad that we can do missions with them now. Like I don't like the missions with the components and stuff. It's just the time it takes to do all that. It's just not worth the time, and you can just it's easier just to crunch and munch the ships and get like twice as much money as getting out of the ships and finding specific components. Like I wish it was just like turn in X amount of components instead of turn in 3 stealth components or something like that, how some of them are now. Okay, so there is another 5 in the buffer, which is fine. So let's head back to Levski. I know I can fit a lot more on the Vulture. We can fill this up with probably another 15 boxes or so, but that's not the point of what we're doing. And I don't really feel like searching for another panel thing right now. So let's just go zippity-doo-dah back over here to Levski. It won't let me jump from 70 kilometers away. It's going to make me fly 70 kilometers? Really? Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Can I just respool? I guess not. I guess we're going to fly into Levski. I'm going red. And I agree with you, Gant, like that they need to do something for salvagers. I would love to see something updated. I mean, I'm surprised we got the missions with the Battaglia. If I'm really being honest, I'm surprised they put that in there. I mean, it's very basic, but I mean, it's something. I've been asking for those missions, though, so I mean, where, you know, we could just turn in RMC and CMAT, and I mean, we did get it, so I don't want to gripe too much because we got something. Link up with a pirate org and just do shit. Yeah, yeah. Make their pirating kind of like legitimate. You know, so like I love playing with people for sure, like in groups and stuff like that and other orgs, but like part of my problem is like when you have like a IRL job, like so in the evenings I only have a few hours. Or not even a few hours, I should say a couple of hours, and it's so hard to like link up with people and get things going for that type of thing, you know? So the only time like I normally have is like Friday evenings, like sometimes Saturdays, and then like now when I'm on Sundays. So I'd have to like get with a group. I actually know a couple of groups, so I would just have to try to like schedule something with those guys and see if we can make it a legitimate pirating extravaganza. But I don't even know if is pirating even good. Salvage will be used to make ships in the road. Oh, absolutely. I think it'll be used for base building first before it gets to ships. All right. It would be nice if we had some social... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, social tools are on the... I think on the top of everybody's list at this point. Like, I want to store... Like we were talking about this earlier. Like, I want, like, a place or a player-driven store where in the game where I can actually kind of get in here and like use my stuff to be able to buy stuff like pure Karenite, things like that. I know we have UEX. I understand that, but I mean like actually in the game where there's like a player market where I can get on there and be like, okay, I did all this salvage. I've got a few million. Can I buy a pure Karenite? Like that kind of stuff. That way like CIG can regulate it a little bit, and I think it would be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to being able to like salvage and like, you know, having it as like an actual career where I can do more stuff in the game by salvaging. That would be fun. Completely agree with all that. Got some good RMC. Hopefully the elevator doesn't eat it. Oh my god. I just threw that one, freaking slung it back there, didn't I? It just takes so long to get to the point of doing something fun in Star Citizen. Yeah. Yeah. And even when there is fun, like it's kind of like forgive my crude like opinion of it, but it's kind of like a bottle rocket, like shooting a bottle rocket, right? Like even the simple things that are fun, it's kind of like phew, pop, and then like the fun is kind of gone, you know? Like whether it's bugs or a patch that's not letting you do what was fun, or like, you know, whatever the case is. Not to say that some things aren't good, because I don't like I enjoy like chilling and doing the salvaging stuff, but I also play other games, and I think that's the key. Like I think people who get like super upset at everything Star Citizen, like I feel like, you know, they've got money invested into it, and it's like their game, and that's what they're playing, and that's all they play. And like I guess like looking at it like that, like I understand why people get upset, but like when you play other stuff, like you can log in, like I'll log in and play freaking Battlefield for a couple of hours or whatever in the evening, and like it just takes all the frustration I have like away from the game, being able to go, oh well, that's fine, it's broken, all right, what are we playing, you know, and you log in and play something else. And I think that's like the key to like enjoying it. If I had to like explain it to somebody, like I would say like, cool, if you want to come into Star Citizen and play Star Citizen, when it's running good, play it as much as you can, but when it's not, don't get frustrated. Just like, you know, go play your new game, go play a new game, or your next game, or have something. I just did that crap again. Like have something in reserve is what I would say. Your biggest ask would be that, yeah, the reclaimer, dude. I don't think they're, you know, they did the elevator, which is more than I thought we would ever get. I don't know if we're gonna get any more love with that reclaimer. I, I think we'd be better off getting like a, at this point, like a Mark II versus trying to fix it. But I don't know, just mostly because of the price, like at their price point with it. I mean, they could always increase the price if they were to like do some upgrades to it. I think that would be fair if they were to like revamp the whole ship and then like increase the price a little bit to like 500 or something. Okay. So we actually got all that done. Let's see how much we got. I didn't even count. So we got 19. So let's save our 19. You like the Vulture? Is there another salvage ship that is better? No. And in the size of the Vulture, in the small size, the Vulture is the best for doing RMC. So from there, if you want to do like construction materials, you go to the Moth. While the Moth is like more of a medium to large size ship, it's not very good at scraping RMC. And it scrapes RMC like half the speed of the Vulture. So it depends on what you're doing with it. The Reclaimer is the big daddy dog of everything. It's the kind of like your capital, or I guess your large class ship. And it's good at everything, but you have to deal with docking. Like every ship has its like caveat. So right now I use the Moth for construction materials, and I use the Vulture for I use the Moth for CMAT, construction materials, and I use the Vulture for RMC. That's what we're doing right now. And it seems to be working very well, especially with the new missions. So it's pretty good, pretty nice. But guys, that is a great spot for me to stop the stream this evening. Thank you guys so much. Like, it was an awesome day, an awesome stream. Thanks to all the raids, like Spooner and Limbo. Thank you guys for the raids. Thanks for all the follows and all the chats. I really, really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot, and it's like simple things that help people out and help people grow with their channels. For everybody that's on Twitch, I do have a YouTube, which is like where I started. That was my main platform that I started like a couple years ago, and it's been doing pretty well, and I put out videos every week. I have a main, sometimes I do more than one video, but I normally have a main video that goes out Sunday morning, so you can always look forward to that if you want to take a peek at that. Otherwise, I just started streaming like a month or so ago, so we're gonna keep continuing it up. So let me know what your thoughts are and what you guys like to see, things like that. So yep, with that said, why don't we see who we can raid? Let's give some love out to somebody. What do you guys think? Is there anybody really good? Who do we have that's on right now? Santa, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's look through here and see if there's anybody that I can like that you guys should give some love to. Like seriously, you have no idea how like somebody who's small, you know, it's just it's super helpful. How about this guy? How about Lordy Synthblade? Let's raid this guy. He's got 3 viewers right now. Let's give this guy some love. How about that? What do you guys think? Let's start the raid. Go give this guy some love, man. I don't know him or anything like that, but I think it would be really cool.